Hey guys, welcome to Project Melody Music's YouTube channel with your hosts, Young, Basjan and Matt. Hey guys, how you doing?
Howdy, how's it going? I
Yeah,
think it's
pretty
okay.
good, pretty good. I wasn't a couple of minutes ago before we went live, thanks to Matt.
I didn't do anything. Are you all right, guys?
yes, just
Come on, I'll
only just.
control yourself.
But anyway, guys, how's it been going? What you been up to?
I shall let you go first.
Yeah, I've been good and listening to new music. What have you been up to, Matt?
Oh, good. That was very brief. That's not fair. Do you know what? It's funny. You were mentioning, you said about new music. No, I'm being serious now. You were saying about new music, and this morning, about why am I holding that? This morning, I couldn't sleep, so I woke up and I listened to the new Slipknot album,
yes.
which is absolutely amazing. Really, really. Well, I wasn't surprised. I knew it would be pretty good, but yeah, I wasn't sure which direction that was going to go in. And I listened to it this morning and really, really impressed with that. So I don't know if you guys have heard it at all. If you've heard it yet, if you haven't, you should. It's really, really cool. Really, really cool.
Okay.
Give that a spin. It's very good. Different glass. So, yeah.
I
Other
haven't
than
at the
that,
minute.
have you not heard it yet?
I knew it set you out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it came out on Friday. Was it Friday 29th? Something like that. But yeah, absolutely fabulous. So there's not a weak bit on the whole album, and it finishes. It's one of those ones you finish it and you go, "Whoa, okay, that was really, really good." So literally the last sort of like 8 bars of the album, I was like, amazing. So yeah, fabulous stuff. I've not heard. Have you heard the new Aussie album yet? I've heard really good things about that too. I'd quite like to hear that.
Yes, the new Aussie one is fantastic.
Yeah,
I really enjoy it.
yeah. I've seen some reviews and stuff, and the bits I've heard so far, the couple of tracks I've heard so far, have been really, really good. So that's next on the list. I think there's there's the new Megadeth album that I've not listened to yet and stuff like that. So yeah, I've been a bit busy, so I've not had a chance to listen to as much stuff. But good surprise this morning. Yeah, I was like, that's really, really cool. Very, very impressed.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I've spoken to her before. You know what it's like with me, Al. It's always chaos, shall we say? So it's been since we always off again. Since we last spoke, I think it was it sort of June time, something like that, June, July.
Something like
that. And it's like festival time, July, August. So I've been busy playing the local festivals and stuff like that, and trying to organize that and organize bands for that. So yeah, really, really, really busy trying to get bands together to sort of play various things. And I get calls saying, can you provide a couple of bands for this thing and that thing and whatever. So which is where the whole like we spoke at last year about the Rock Union thing, which we'll probably talk about a little bit later on anyway. But yeah, just been really busy playing and working and band stuff, Yeah. Gives me a headache.
Yeah. So, Basjan, what have you got for this? What have you got us for this week?
Well, I've got 6 bands and a couple of gigs that I've got in my segment of the show. So yeah, I was very excited when I finished this, and I thought, wow, what a nice combination of bands and stuff like that. And I did something I listened to for the first time, and I actually enjoyed it. I haven't listened to that kind of music before, so I actually enjoyed it. So I'll explain it when I do my segment in the show.
Yeah. Go for it now if you want.
Okay. My first band that I've got is League of Distortion. It's a female-fronted metal band from Germany, established in 2020. A powerful female voice on the song My Revenge in those that I've listened to. This will be they will be touring Austria, France, and doing concerts in Germany in November, December. The album will be released on the 25th of November. They are on Bandcamp, Facebook, and they have 2 tracks out. Both are awesome. The second one is Wolf of the Land, and they're on Napalm Records. Now, I really enjoyed League of Distortion. I think they're awesome. And a band from Germany that they actually really kick ass, if I can use that word on Project Metal podcast. But
Yeah, of course you can.
And then the second one is the one I was hinting about, Brighter Than a Thousand Suns. They're an industrial rock band from Charlotte, North Carolina. I listened to 2 tracks from the band, Future Blind and Blow It Up. I went listening to the band with an open mind. I must admit, I haven't reviewed many industrial bands, and that's the truth. I haven't listened to many industrial rock bands at all. So I must admit, it blew me away, and my personal rating on the 2 songs that I've listened to is 10 out of 10. So I gave them 10 out of 10. They just blew me away, and I think they're amazing industrial band. Brighter Than a Thousand Suns, that's what they are called. And the third one I've got, the Black Widows. Now, they're not actually a new band. They're a female band from Portugal. The first EP was actually released in 1995. And, well, they've been came together after 20 years out in the dark. And I've listened to their tracks since. It's a super creepy and awesome track. I also listened to the Brave Ones. The ladies really kick butt. You can buy 3 tracks on Bandcamp, plus the complete album when it will be released for €7. So you get 3 tracks now, and the complete album when it will be released. And that's another one you can add to your metal collection. So basically, these ladies split up in 2002, and they've come together now, and I think they actually sound much better than they were back then. Yes, they're indie, and for me to hear a band out of Portugal, it's the second one now I've heard of out of Portugal. And I really think the Black Widows are right up there with the other indie bands, and they can compete with the best metal and rock bands in the world. Then I've got a band called Hellfox. It's an all-female metal band from Italy. The song I listen to is Rising Ocean. And the Ladies of Sorrow, both tracks. I like the control between the 2 female singers. It's perfectly done on the songs. They have 6 songs on the album, and that was released in January 2022. The album name is The Cold. They're on Facebook, Spotify, and I really would recommend this band as well. I really think there's something special. Then my 4th band I actually got is Silent Lie, a female-fronted goth metal band with dark influences from Italy. Now I listened to 2 tracks, My Skin and Something to Remember. Both tracks are excellent and need to be played very loud. And let me put it very loud, I did it. And I'm sure the neighbors didn't appreciate me playing this like 2 o'clock on a Saturday morning. So I really enjoyed it. And the band's new album was released on the 30th of September. So they're on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. plus Spotify. They're not actually on Facebook. So Silent Lie, you wouldn't find on Facebook. Then I've got a band called Amarot. It's a Swedish German doom metal band. And vocal is Lisa Reiche from Hydra and Peter Svensson from Void Moon. Now these two combined, she's got an angelic voice and he's got this thunder-like voice, and they combined to produce an excellent album. And I listened to the Ancient Wars ritual, and this wonders. I couldn't get enough of this band. The debut album will be released. Oh, it is already released 30 September. And if you buy the album, you'll get a free the album CD. You get a free shirt with it. That's the special deal I've got at the moment. And my last bit is gigs that I've got. Okay, two South African bands, Present and Doom Dictricker, are playing this Thursday at Bohemia in Stellenbosch in the Western Cape in South Africa. Now, that is something to look to, because I've heard both these bands, and both of these bands, they put everything into their music. They go out there and have fun with the fans. They'll jump from the stage, and the fans will catch them and throw them back on stage. They just have a crazy time with fans. So yeah, and there will be alcoholic beverages and stuff for sale at the event, and also merch and stuff. And yes, you're allowed to bring your camera at this time. It was just for the Metal for Africa. You're not allowed to take pictures and stuff like that. The bands did it. But this one, you can bring your cameras and video cameras and take note the photos and videos of the event and spread it on social media. And then on the 8th of October, there was going to be a rock fest in Caledonia in France. The band Avalanche will be there from Sydney. Last Donkey, Botox, and Full Bordeaux. Now, for me, what is special about that event, when last year a rock festival battle event starts at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's going to start at 8 o'clock and finish at 8 o'clock the next morning. 24-hour gig festival in the city of New Caledonia in France. So if you're in that area, go and have fun. It's pity I'm so far away. Otherwise, I would have gone and party there like nothing I've seen before. 24 hours of mayhem and what you call it. And that's my bit for this week. And up to Matt for if he's got something more to say.
As if.
Just before we get on to Matt, speaking of Silent Lie and their new album Equilibrium, now I will be playing playing a couple of songs from the album this Thursday. So I've been sitting on this album for basically 2 months. About over a month now, and I will be playing a couple of songs from the album, and I've been really looking forward to actually playing some Silent Lie, because I've seen I've been getting some really good feedback from the reviews and everything. So I'm going to be playing some Silent Lie this Thursday. So,
yes,
right.
I would definitely recommend it. I was totally blown away by them. So, for me, that's one CD and band I'm definitely going to support and buy the stuff.
Cool.
Good stuff.
Yeah, Matt, have you got anything from the Rock Union?
I have. Yeah, as you know, Al, you've been part of the whole Rock Union story since the beginning, really. It's only actually we started Rock Union on the 6th of December last year, believe it or not. So it's not even a year old yet. So we've got our first anniversary of Rock Union on the 6th of December this year. Started just as an idea, as you know, from trying to get some local bands, some unsigned bands and unknown bands noticed, and bringing together the rock crowd and get everybody on the same page and looking at new music and hooking people up together. And to say it's been a success is a bit of an understatement. I've had to sort of just leave it for a little bit to just like do its own thing, because it's been crazy. So I mean, we've got like I think with your help, El, because basically you send me links to some fantastic bands, and the bands that you just mentioned there, I'm gonna be checking them out as well. So we've now got over 80 bands that are on the site there, from local to all over the world. We've got bands from literally everywhere. We've got 2,500 members just about now on the group. It's growing all the time. It's absolutely crazy. But the nice thing is, just over the past, the past few months, we've been able to see it really working. For example, on Friday, I supported Crow. Amazing, all female, like industrial goth rock band, who I'd never heard of before. And I believe it was Elle that put me in touch with them and said, check these guys out, they're fantastic. And I checked them out. And that's one of that's how it works, So I checked them out. They was added to the Rock Union site, introduced them to the group. They came across to Hull as part of their tour, and I was lucky enough to support them. Fantastic band, and it's happening all the time. We're getting bands next weekend, for example. I'm supporting another couple of bands that again were recommended to me, I believe, from Elle. That was Play Dead and the Exceptional Mr. Hyde, who we're now doing a 3-band night next weekend at one of our local venues though. So they're going to come across and play, and the venue itself, the Springbank Tavern, they connected with everybody on the Rock Union site and invited them to come and play, despite where they were in the world. I'm like, dude, they're in Brazil, it's going to be a struggle to come over to Yorkshire, but they just did it, and it's working because people are coming across and saying, yeah, cool, we'll come and play, and it's really weird. I got somebody the other day was asking me, what's this Rock Union thing? I've seen it about. Who is it? I'm like, well, that's me. Oh, right, okay. So it was a meeting with something completely unrelated, and they obviously knew about it and said, oh, people have been saying, you want to join this thing. It's a really good group and people are really friendly and getting involved and everything. And I think that's one of the things I'm most proud of, because everyone's really cool on there and getting on and just sharing nice stuff. And everyone's just in the same sort of thing. It's like we spoke about originally, Al, it's like you feel part of a family, you know what I mean? If you're into a certain thing and you're talking to like-minded people about stuff that you're passionate about, you've kind of got an understanding, and that was the sort of feeling that I wanted to try and get across to everybody, like you're part of this big thing, you're part of this big worldwide family that are into this music and into this lifestyle. And I think that's the thing I was trying to get across, and people have really jumped on board with it. And it doesn't matter where they are in the world, they get it. They really get it, So a lot of the radio shows like your own and some of the other ones that we do, rock casserole and stuff like that, are involved as well, and they're advertised on there. And some local radio shows, they all understand. It's like, oh yeah, we get it. We're part of the same gang, which is really cool. What else we've got going on? We've got Jason Burgers Brown, who's he's on our site. He's a rock journalist that he's been doing, interviewing bands very much like yourself, but for like 30 years, and he's on tour with Anvil right now as they go around the UK, and he's doing a couple of daily videos every day, saying I'm there, we're backstage here, we're doing this. So he's on tour with Anvil right now, so he's keeping us updated on what's going on there, which is really cool. I mean, there's a picture on his site of him meeting Anvil and Lemmy when he was like 12, and he's now older than me, and on tour with Anvil still. It's a really, really cool story. So yeah, Jason's a good friend of ours, and you know he's a big supporter of the Rock Union as well. So you know he'll be. I've just sent him a message actually. I said, can you get Anvil to give us a shout out? You know, so we'll see if it does. But that's really cool. Yeah, so it's going really well. We've got lots of stuff planned. There's gigs all the time, and like I said, over the summer period, because I've been asked to organise bands for a couple of festivals like biker events and things like that. What I can do now is I can put a shout out on the Rock Union group and say, hey guys, I've got this festival coming up. We need 6 bands. Drop me a line, and they're all over it. So within like an hour, I had the festival sorted out with bands purely just from advertising on the Rock Union group. So, and it's working. That's exactly what it was for, you know. So we've got a band on there like Silk Spinster that are on there, and they're just all over it, you know. They're like, yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, we'll do it. Amazing local band. And the opportunities now are much greater for them because they've got some visibility, you know. They've got somewhere that they can post their material and somewhere that they can say, yeah, we're doing this, guys. Instead of just like posting to the friends and family, which is what people do before, you know. And people that happen to be on their band page, they've now got a central hub that they can visit, and they know that all the people are going to be looking at that. So that's the whole thing. You know, we're going to be growing it and growing it and growing it. So I'm going to be back on it over sort of late November, December. I'm going to be back on there doing a big major push, sort of an anniversary thing to take it to the next level. I've now got, as we spoke about, my son Max, who plays drums for Fallen Fields, one of my bands. He's just moved to Leeds to start a music production degree. So I've got him over there checking out gigs, checking out bands, hooking up with people over there, learning how to produce songs properly. Well, you know, like not like an amateur like me. So he's doing stuff. So when he comes back, you know, he's coming back. We're doing a Christmas special, a Rock Union Christmas special. So he's going to come back and play for us on the 23rd of December. So we're going to start advertising for bands to join in with that. So yeah, that's really cool. What else, man? It actually produced. Fallen Fields released a best of album a couple of months ago, and Max actually recorded and produced the 2 singles from that, which are now out on Spotify and all that sort of stuff and Bandcamp. And if I'd have thought ahead, I'd have had a copy of the CD so I can go buy this thing now, but I don't. But yeah, it's been a pretty crazy ride so far. And El's been keeping up. He's one of our Rock Union ambassadors, so he's on the site there and he's flying the flag nicely and posting all the time, which is fantastic. So we want more of it. We want more people on the group posting stuff, sharing stories, sharing their passion for rock and metal, and just keep the thing growing because it's just, you know, it's a win-win for everybody. So that's kind of my update for now. Yeah, it's been really good. I look forward to many more years of fun stuff.
Yeah, I really look forward to going on to the Rock Union, especially with all the different posts from different people from all around the world. It's actually it's good to see. It's actually good to see. It's good to see in there.
I've still got a few. I've got a few posters and a few badges left before the next run. So if anybody wants a badge or a poster, get them to drop me a line, and we'll get them in the post for you. But yeah, I've got a few left.
Yeah. All you got to do is go to Facebook, type in Rock Union, and you can message Matt there for any for badges, posters, or
anything
generally
you want to chat about. Yeah. The website's rockunion.co.uk. And on there you'll find we've got a video wall which we've put on there recently, which is basically if bands that are on our site or not on our site want to put a video on there to demonstrate what they can do. We'll put videos on there for them. You can also link to we've got a Spotify playlist, so any bands that's on there that want to include their music on there, we've got a massive playlist now. And what we do, the events, the background music, the idea is that all the music that we play on there is unsigned artists, the Rock Union artists that we play on there. So that's growing all the time as well. And we send all the songs to our local DJs and stuff to check out. So we all share new material and stuff like that. So we're spreading the word a little bit there. But yeah, rockunion.co.uk, head over there, and that'll link to the Facebook page. You can drop me an email, drop me a message via Facebook, and just have a chat about stuff.
Cool. Is there any gigs coming up for Fallen Fields?
Yeah, well, you know what it's like, El. With me, I've got a lot of stuff going on. I've just produced my my 2023 booking now flyers. So I think there's 7 acts. So we've got Fallen Fields, which is the full band. Myself and Neil, we've started a new act, Howlett and Chatterton, which is a blues rock duo. So we're booking for that. I've also got my ska band, Scarred Up. So I'm booking for that. Crooner's Moon, which is a jazz trio, which I'm booking for. I've got a reggae band as well. And then I've got my solo goth rock dark wave act, a solo acoustic act, and a solo 80s act as well. So I've got a lot of stuff coming up. So yeah, the gigs at the moment coming up, I think I've got about 25, 30 left this year, something like that. And then next year it all kicks off again. So it's going to be even busier next year. So yeah, there's a lot going on. It's generally, I think this week I'm playing 3 times. I've got me and Neil are playing on Thursday, and then I've got a reggae gig on Friday and a ska gig on Saturday. So yeah, 3 days, 3 different acts. It's very busy, very, very busy.
Yeah.
That's why I'm frantic all the time. That's why I'm like some hyperactive, When I first met my wife, I said, "Well, beware, I'm like a retarded firework," and that's kind of, that's sort of what that's kind of what it is. I sort of go off all different angles all the time. So yeah, it's not really changed, but it's chaos, but it's good fun. It's great fun.
Yeah. So, what's coming up on the YouTube channel? So, well, I was telling Basjan and Matt earlier, just before we went live. It's been a busy weekend for me. It's setting up, basically 10 interviews, actually 12 interviews, actually. So this Friday, all these times are UK times. Friday, the 7th of October at 6 p.m. I've got Mick Michaels from Connor's Sanctuary coming on, because they've just dropped a new single, which actually is a cover of a Def Leppard song called Rock of Ages.
Nice.
Yes. Nice. So I'm going to have him on this Friday. Then on the same day at 9 p.m. UK time, I've got Thane Rasmussen of Thane Rasmussen Project. He's going to come on. Now on the 8th, which I'm waiting for a message from the band to, and this is actually a rearranged interview. Hellgarden might be on the 8th at 6 p.m. Then I've got Wayne Noon, who's the drummer for Project Resurrect and Severed Angel. He's coming on the 8th at 9 p.m. Let me see. We've got Howard Hojo Johnson, the vocalist for Dawn After Dark. He's coming on the 14th at 9 p.m. Then I've got, and I hope I pronounced his surname right. I've got the vocalist Brian Truck from Fantier coming on the 15th. The vocalist Devin Raish from Anubis. I've got Michael J. Miller, who's the guitarist and vocalist for MGM. Then I've got Paul van Valkenburg from Tube Freaks coming on the 28th. Michael J. Miller one is on the 22nd at 9 p.m. Tube Freaks is on the 28th. Then I've got on the 29th, I've got Ronnie Munro from Munro's Thunder coming on the 29th at 6 p.m. And then we've got Armageddon on the 29th, which is at 9 p.m. So yeah, busy through the interview. So if you want to keep up to date with all the interviews coming up on the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to all, and you will get notified with all the what's coming up on the channel.
Nice.
So
you'll have to give us a list. You'll have to give us a list, Al. You'll have to write down a list, and we'll put it on like a monthly post or something like that. You know, that'd be really cool.
Yeah,
what you've got coming up.
Yeah, oh god, yeah. Oh yeah, I'll message you on Facebook what's coming up and what's up this month.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, there's so much stuff going on. You know what I mean? So it's like that'd be really good. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I'm always getting bands or PR companies or record labels coming to us and saying, "Can you do you fancy doing an interview with whichever band?" I was like, "Yeah, by all means, I'll love to get them on." So yeah, what I'll do is I'll give you a list of all the bands what's come up for this month, and then about probably like second or third week in about 2-3 weeks time up. I usually release the dates for the following month. So once I start getting, I'll send them over as well.
Cool. Just thinking out loud. The Christmas special that we do at the tavern, the gig. I wonder if we could maybe stream it, or have some sort of like a group chat, like a group streaming chat, and get a camera on there and maybe live stream it or something like that. We'll chat to you after about it. It'd be cool. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. You can either like StreamYard, do something like StreamYard. You can actually stream to either Facebook or to a website or to YouTube, Twitch, Twitter.
Yeah.
So yeah, it will be.
Cool. I was thinking of doing that. Doing
StreamYard's pretty easy to set up.
Yeah. Well, thinking doing like Rock Union Live.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like some of the events that we do, we stick a camera up there and stream them.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
That'd be pretty cool. So everyone around the world can see what we're doing, and then they can join in. It'd be cool.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I would say if you're going to do anything like that, I would say either go to that's what I want to talk about as well. It's pointless streaming to Facebook or YouTube because you're going to get copyright strike regardless.
Yeah.
Your best bet is to go to set up. I've just recently found this site. It's a bit like YouTube, but it's more lax in its rules, so to speak. The site's called Rumble.
Okay.
And they've been from what I understand of it, they if anybody puts a complaint in, they just turn around and says, "Go away, we're not interested." They're going to do what they do, regardless.
Oh, that's what we want.
So
that's what we want.
So yeah. So obviously, no nudity, no whatever, that type of thing. Obviously, that do have have rules. They do have rules, but yeah.
If I can get my kit off, I'm not playing.
Yeah, but yeah.
Well, that
Yeah.
excludes most of the rap
Yeah,
videos.
like I
because
said, from
most of-
what I yeah, yeah, like I said, check out Rumble, and
Yeah.
from what I understand of it, you need at least 100 subscribers before you can stream.
Yeah.
So
I've got that.
yeah,
That's cool.
I've just set it up a couple of years ago, over the weekend, and I've been sort of like playing about with it, to see what the score is. And if you go to Rumble, trying to think, rumble.com, type in Project Metal Music, all one word, you'll find us. But pretty much as soon as you upload a video, obviously you've got to put in like certain details in.
Yeah.
You got to have a PayPal account and everything. But pretty much as soon as you upload that video, you get monetized straight away.
Right. Okay, cool.
So
Nice.
if you like say, oh, I'm Matt Howlett type of thing. I'm Matt Howlett of the Rock Union. He's what I've sort of like doing with the Rock Union. You can monetize like that as long as you, because you've got 3 different options to choose from for the monetizing. So,
Cool.
like I said, I've only just started to look at it and have a bit of a look at it and see what's what. So
Cool. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. Yeah,
so if you're going to do like sort of like live streaming like that, yeah, your best bet is to go to Rumble.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Thanks, man. Useful, very useful.
Yeah.
Guess who's watching, Al?
Yeah.
Guess who's watching this show right now? Neil's watching us.
Oh God. Oh God.
Neil's watching. Neil's watching. He just said, "Watch it. Tell him hi," and no one can understand him.
Cheeky fucker.
Yeah. Perfect. There you go. Oh dear God. There's no escape.
Yeah. Don't let him in. Don't let him in, because he'll just take over the show.
No, don't worry. It's all good. Hi, Neil.
Yeah.
You're all right. Yeah, he's there. He's watching us. Cool.
Yeah.
It sounds like you've been really busy though, well.
Yeah.
Got lots of stuff coming up, man.
Oh God. Yeah. 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 It's been busy. It's been really busy. Usually I try and get out at least 1 or 2 bands a month to see them live. But with it being busy with like the radio show, doing the podcast, and then doing interviews and stuff like that, it's been busy. It's been busy to So yeah. Speaking of the radio show, I've got an interview that I did with Carl Kennedy of the 450s, the Rods, and a few other bands. And then that's you got to listen to that. Listen to it. If you don't want to listen to it on the radio show this Thursday, you can actually watch that on YouTube under the an interview with playlist. And yeah, it's been he's such a cool guy. Then I'm going to be playing a couple of songs by Kennedy, the 450, the 450s, and the Rods after the interview. Then, like I said before earlier, I've got Silent Lie. I'm going to be playing a couple of songs from them. Let me see. We've got Saturn, a band called Saturn. Rat Rod. Go and play that. I've got Narcotic Wasteland. I've been hearing some decent stuff about that band. We've got Grief Bringer. That's another good band that I've been hearing a load of stuff about. Along the Lines. That's another good band. I've got Aftermath. That's a single that's just been released. Then I've got if you are into sort of like the black metal type of thing, black metal genre, I've got an album which is a tribute to Battery, very early black metal. So I'll keep an eye on you there, Matt.
When you said black metal, Froggy was like, "What, black metal? That's awesome, yeah." He likes black metal. He's a massive fan.
Yeah. So I've got like this. Then I've got.
It's not my fault. I didn't say black metal. You said black metal, and he just launched himself at me. What can he do?
Yeah, I've got another really good band called Thunderspell from Brazil. I'm going to be playing one of their songs called Immortal Soul. I've got a band called Perfect Mess, I should say. I'm thinking of Black Mass, but that's a completely different thing.
You're thinking of eating mess, I think.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I've got yeah, I've tried that. It is actually nice, actually.
I said that'd be a shit name for a band. Can you imagine a metal band called Eating Mess? Just strawberries and meringue all over the stage. Terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember seeing a live video of Slayer when it's raining blood, when they just like dumped a load of blood on stage. Now that was a cool. That was a cool. Same with some of the black metal bands.
Yeah, Guar do it, don't they? They're squirt. They have massive appendages that they squirt stuff out of. Yeah, not blood though. I don't believe.
Yeah. Actually, I've seen Rammstein do that.
Yes. I saw Rammstein years ago. Oh my god, it was on the when was it? The second album. What was the big one? Oh god, come on, brain.
Sangsucht.
Hang on. Let me Google it. I'm so crap. There you go. There you go. Third album. It was on the Mutter album. I'm sweating with this stupid bloody hat on. Oh my god! Right.
Yeah. I've seen some of the live shows, and the poor keyboardist. I don't know his name. He gets completely annihilated by the singer.
I've got no idea. Let's call him Mad Malcolm.
Yeah, and he gets dragged up on at the front of the stage, and put it this way, he gets some stuff done to him, put it that way, and then the lead singer just goes and squirts stuff all over the place. I was like thinking, what the hell is going on? This is actually in the crowd.
You're talking about Christian Lorenz, aren't you? That's the guy.
Yeah.
Till Lindemann squirts stuff all over him. Yeah. What about the backing guitarist, lead guitarist, Richard Krusp? I'm not looking at Wikipedia at all. Don't worry.
Yeah. He did it. He brought out that. Oh God, what's his name? What's the band's name? He brought out about 10 years ago. He did like a solo album.
You have to narrow it down.
Bear with me. I'll just go on. I'm going about 2010. Oh God, this is so unprofessional. It's unreal. The album as
Do you
well.
want me to sing to you?
I've got the
Come
album.
fly with me, let's fly away. Is that helping?
Yeah, that's it. Emigrate.
There you go. That's who sang that song. Uncanny.
Yeah. Yeah, I just had to think there. I just literally had to think there.
You had a brain fart, mate. Don't
It doesn't
worry
help
about
when
it.
you got.
It happens to the best of us.
Once you just know when you got over nearly 4,000 bands on the computer, it's just like really. You just try to remember all the bands and everything. It's just. I've got too much crap in my head.
I know that feeling.
So.
Oh dear. Fantastic.
Yeah. So.
Busy stuff. Busy.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got another band that I'm going to be playing called Dark Phantom. That's I haven't listened to it yet, but it's going to be really, really good. Which I got like a recommendation from Jeff DeBerry from the Rock Casserole. He's sent it over and says, "Oh, you got to listen. You got to listen to this.
Oh man,
you got to
he's such a
listen
cool
to this."
guy.
And I said, "Yeah,
He's such a cool guy. Yeah, he's a really cool guy. I want to try and get on that show.
Yes,
the thing is, I'm so busy. I can't listen to because it's on a Sunday, isn't it? His show, Rock Casserole.
Yes.
And I've got so little time. I try and jump on occasionally and say hi, but it's really hard. There's got so much going on.
Yeah.
It's kind of tricky, but yeah, he's a really cool guy, is Jeff.
Yeah. I've known him for what? Yeah, over 6 years now. That's where Project Metal Across the Pond started out from. It was actually on the Rock Casserole, doing that as a monthly, segment on there, and basically at first I thought nothing of it, where. They asked me to come on and do like a sort of like a one-off like guest DJ slot where I pick 5 songs and then I go on and talk about them and then that's it, and then play the songs. But about a week later, about a week to 10 days later, they asked me to come back on to do like a proper monthly segment. And that's when the Project Metal Across the Pond started out from. And then the rest is basically history. And then sort of like I wasn't really planning on actually doing a DJ. I was more than happy just to do the Rock Casserole. But Lady Sondra, the owner of Digital Revolution Radio, put a call out and said, "Does anybody want to become a DJ? Just hit me up on Facebook." And then that was back in like the beginning of August of 2017.
Wow.
And I was umming and ahhing, and then a musician friend of mine, Dean James and the Black Dogs, basically, because I went to see him live, and I was basically telling him about it, and he basically turned around and says, "What the hell are you doing?" He says, Shy Ben's getting out. For those who people don't know, like Northeast slang, he says basically that's, if you don't ask, you don't get, basically. So he slapped me up the side of the head and he says, go for it, just do it. I know for a fact that you are a passionate about music, so why don't you do it? So that year, I messaged Lady Sandra and says, "Are you still looking for DJs?" And he says, "Oh, when can you start?" I says, "What do you mean? What do you mean? Do you want to start on Monday? Do you want to start on Monday? Do you want to?" He's literally me here thinking I've got to go through a job interview type of thing. And that's usually the process. You've got to go through an interview to he says, "There you go. You start on September 14th. There's the broadcaster. Sort yourself out."
Yeah.
And and 5 years later, here I am.
Indeed.
Doing a 6-hour
five years and 4 million bands later.
Yeah. Yeah, and about 100,000 interviews.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good fun, man. Good fun.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, it's been an eventful 7 years, shall we say. Very eventful 7 years.
Yeah, we'll have to arrange another official interview, Well.
Oh, God, yeah.
Christmas. How about a Christmas? We'll do a Christmas special. We'll get Max on as well.
Oh, cool.
How does that sound? Since I'm in his room.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see how long I last. Completely cracking up.
Probably not very long. Not very long at all.
Yeah, true.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, you heard it here.
Don't start laughing. It's not funny. Just because I've got a stupid haircut. It's not my fault. There we are. Let's sort it out. There we go. It's better.
Oh, look, it's Brian here.
There we are. Yeah. I'm not sure. Do you know what though? I tried to grow mine, but I think because I'm an old fart now, it only grows to like there. You know, like that sort of length, and I look a bit stupid. No, God forbid. You know, you don't want to look daft, do you? So, so it doesn't go. So I cut it all off, and now I look a bit like a school teacher. So I'm trying to sort of, I've got to try out a few different styles. So we've got the black one, which works quite well, and then if you couple it with the concentration hat, that works. That works quite nicely. So yeah, I've got an interview. Well, I've got a meeting tomorrow lunchtime, so I thought I might go like this. That's going to go down really well. It's quite an important client, so you've got to make an effort. That's the thing, El. That's the if you're going to go to an interview, always make an effort. Don't be stupid.
Yeah.
Going very well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to go down really well.
Good. Yeah, I'm sure it'll work fine.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really itchy. Oh God, it's really itchy. Hey, we're nearly done, guys. That's like an hour nearly.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Yeah. I don't know. We're having too much fun to do.
Talking.
Yes.
You're all right. You're all right.
Rubbish.
I'm all right.
Good. Sat there chuckling away to yourself. I keep putting this train driver's hat on in the hope that I'll be able to drive a train one day, but it's just not happening. It won't let me in the cockpit. Every time I go on the train, like, no, you can't. You're not qualified. So I've got the hat though. It's not enough. Not enough apparently. You need some experience. Yeah, right. I said that about my driving test as well. Ridiculous. It's all rock and roll. So what's next? Oh no, we're nearly finished, aren't we?
Yeah.
How often do you do these podcasts then, Al? Is it every couple of hours?
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Next one's at 11.
Once a week, every Monday.
That's cool. Yeah, that's good. Good. Well, if you ever want someone to come and ruin it
it's
for you, you know where I am.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. You're more than welcome to come back on, whether
Are
it
you
be a
sure?
fortnightly thing or a monthly thing. Yes.
Yeah, man, I'm cool. I'm cool with
Yes.
that. I'll come and wreck it for you whenever you want me to.
Yeah.
Absolutely fine.
Oh,
Oh no, he's given up.
looks like he's been having problems with the whole country of South Africa's been having problems with power down there.
Oh,
They've been
really?
turning it all off, turning it all
crap.
up. There he is.
Right.
So
it sort of spoils the continuity a little bit, doesn't it? If you keep your power goes. Welcome back.
Thanks. My phone cut out. I don't know for what reason.
So, can you tell us what happened?
My phone cut out. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, a likely excuse. We've heard that before. The phone cut out. Yeah, phone cut out. I got bored of listening to you two idiots talking. Yes, I know. We've had it all before.
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Well, listen, guys. I'm gonna go. I think that's me pretty much done. Yeah. Cool. What time is it now?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's nearly 10 o'clock.
Yeah, that's yeah. So guys, let's call it there. And
I've got to go and watch.
See you all next week.
Yeah, that's cool.
See you next week, everybody.
Yeah, drop me a line. Yeah, you too. A pleasure, buddy. Enjoy yourself, and I'll see you soon.
See you soon, Matt. Keep well.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Right. Catch you later. So Basjan, we're going to call it there, and
Yes.
yeah, if you like what you see, guys, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to all, and then like the video. It really helps the channel out, and it's all free. So yeah, get subscribing.
Yes.
So yeah. Anything else before we go, Basjan?
I'll see you guys next week. And if you want any bands or got suggestions of any bands you like us to feature, just drop us a line, Project Metal on YouTube or Facebook, and just give us the band's name and we'll check it out for you.
Yeah, all you got to do is go down into the comment section below the video and type away and say, "Oh, guys, can you check out such and such a band?" You'll really like them. So, yeah, we'll all you got to do is comment down below, and yeah, and we'll try and get round to checking all the bands out. So, anyway, guys, catch you all later. See you on the next one.